What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Europa Universalis IV as Holland. In the previous part, we actually vassalized Gowers. That's really nice. So we got them. We got Friesland, meaning we now have two vassals, which is really nice. But soon enough, we're going to try and annex Friesland into our empire, so that it's like officially a part of our, I guess, what do you even call that? I guess country. What are we like? We're like a duchy, right? So part of our duchy. We are a duchy, in fact. Alright. We could change our government, but I'm not going to do that. But, you know, I figured it was interesting. I know that later on you can actually upgrade your government rank, I guess, to a kingdom? Yeah, because right now we're a duchy. If we want to be a kingdom, we need to reach 300 development, so we're not even close to that. But, you know, maybe we'll make it one day. So they're now my vassal. And I do got to make sure they like me to make sure they don't try to, you know, run away from me. So that's the thing we're dealing with. No unrest there anymore. So mostly we got unrest over there. So we march an army up there. That could be quite helpful. So we'll do that. So we fought a war against them and Bremen. And we took a lot of money from both of these. So we're actually pretty, you know, stacked right now. A lot of cash. That's really sweet. Got some truces, okay. Another thing that I noticed when I was loading the game is that Sweden apparently is fighting a war for independence from Denmark. See there, let's see. They're going up against Denmark, just, you know, down there, and then Norway and the Teutonic Order. So they're fighting a pretty tough battle over there. But I wish them the best, is all I can say. I hope they do well. Or maybe, I don't even know if that actually matters to me, but, you know, like, independence is always a nice thing, right? So, yeah, I hope the best for them. And we're currently saving up for the 6th technology in both administrative and diplomatic technologies, because we're, like, a little bit behind, and after that, we're gonna grab some ideas so we can start exploring and colonizing the new world. And that's kind of how that is gonna go, hopefully. We'll see. So for now, we're pretty good. We're also allied with Saxony and France. Obviously, France is, you know, quite strong. We're currently rivaled with Burgundy. Succession in the Crimean Khanate. How do you even say that? Khanate. I don't know. Okay. We will be better off without Ottoman involvement. Alright, so that was like... Wasn't that... Oh, here we go. It's them. So they don't want to get involved with the Ottomans. The Ottomans are actually growing pretty quick, because they're like one of the strongest players in the game. They're the strongest nations or whatever. They're really big, and there were like some independent little areas here that they sort of, you know, grabbed. So that's bad. If they get too big, they're going to be a real big issue. I know that much. I've seen that happen before. I had a game as Ethiopia where I had like, which is down here, and I had like all this, and basically all of like Arabia. Took all of that. Actually beat back the Mamluks a bit. I actually managed to reach Cairo and Alexandria up there, and then the Ottomans arrived over there. They took the rest of the Mamluks, and then they were my neighbors, and they decided they wanted my land, and that's how that game ended. So yes, they're pretty dangerous if they're left alone. They're going to start growing really, really large. They're fighting all these tiny little states now, including the Papal State. Okay, that's interesting. Alright, how are we doing? So we're supposed to be waiting for the aggressive expansion, which is a pretty big deal. Like, if that goes too high, then people actually join a coalition against you, and they're going to start taking you down. Which clearly we do not want to happen, so I'm actually going to go ahead and make 2 heavy ships and spend some of that cash. Sure, let's grab the next technology. There we go, now we're nice and ahead of time. Right, we have a decision available. Make it an illegal offense, punishable by burning at the stake, to either own or produce a translation of the Holy Bible. If we do this, we're going to get extra taxes, and our missionaries will get a little bit stronger, and Catholicism will gain a little bit of reform desire. So basically I don't think there's any downside to that, so I'm gonna go ahead and do it, because reform desire is only for Catholicism. It's at 35%. Like, the higher it is, the more people want to be like reformed. But I'm down with that. I don't really care about the Pope that much, so I'm good. What does that mean? Has a capital fort. Okay, so because this is our capital city, it's got a fort in it. Oh, boy. Okay, so there's like a small percentage of chance that they're going to rise up in East Frisia. I hope they don't, obviously. Now, we could actually give them the harsh treatment, which would cost a little bit of military points, and they lose some progress. But the thing is that soon enough, they're going to actually lose that last little bit of unrest anyway. So I don't think there's really a reason for me to do anything. If necessary, I'll fight the rebels, but I'd like to not waste any of my Monarch points, which is something that I've definitely done a lot in the past, and I would prefer not to do it this time. Oh, hello. This year looks to be such a prosperous year that we, as a gesture of goodwill, have decided to celebrate by arranging various festivities. So we can do that and gain 1 stability, or we can choose not to do it and gain one base tax over here, which amounts to... I wish I knew how expensive, how good that really is. At the same time, getting stability to 3 might be a good idea. Let's do it. Sure, do it. Absolutely, because that's like worth 200 administrative power to get it to 3. Whereas this would only cost me 50. Like, I could still do it. And the extra tax income is barely worth it right now, so I'm good. Okay, looks like the separatists are giving up. Because of our relative nobility, we are in a position to support the Italian artists in the Florentine school. Being perceived as patrons of the international art will definitely help our propaganda efforts. See, I don't like to think of it as propaganda. It's just information, but okay. So we could just give a bunch of... Right, some points and then a bunch of ducats, but we would gain prestige for 40 years. That's pretty, that's pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Sure enough. So I'm making these heavy ships so that when we go to war, we can blockade the enemy and possibly even win some naval victories, because I am looking forward to that. How has this not happened yet? Alright, people are actually considering voting for me a little bit here and there. Right, not these guys, but apparently, oh, because I'm allied to Saxony, of course they like me a lot, so that's pretty good. That's like the Holy Roman Empire, so maybe eventually we can become the Emperor, which sounds good to me. Okay, unrest is looking good, but if I move my troops, it'll go up again, so let's be careful there. Okay, so technology number 6, let's do it. It's gonna give us, because we're ahead, I guess, by 1 year maybe. We'll get extra trade efficiency and less corruption. How are we ahead, though? Oh, it's when you're ahead, that's what you get from it. Alright. I gotcha. Alright, so from now on, we're just gonna save up and actually use our ideas instead, because I want to start colonizing. The discoveries of Madeira spread to us. Where is that? There it is. It's owned by Portugal. And then there's the Canarias, and then down there's like more islands. I don't know what Portugal is doing. Usually they go after Morocco. There's serious Grenada still exists as a nation. Usually those get kicked back to like Northern Africa, or just, you know, removed. So that's a bit strange, but okay. Still would love an alliance with these fellas. Oh, that looks doable. Okay. Let's go for it. Yeah, if we could get a an alliance with those guys, that would be insane. Let's see. Let's stop improving maybe. Yeah, we could stop improving there and improve with them, because I want to actually annex them as soon as I can. They're paying me a good amount of taxes, and I like that. But I just want to actually integrate them into my empire and just have, you know, more of a sensible thing going on. So here we go. We got plus 190. Okay, we have to wait a month. One more month, and then we can actually annex them. Alright, let's see. Recall. We're doing this. And it's time. There we go. So we're going to actually annex them. It's going to cost me diplomatic points, as you can see, and other people are going to dislike me a little bit for doing this, but I don't think I should really get into any massive trouble. So we're going to annex these guys into our empire. Finally, because that's also going to save me one diplomatic relation, because right now I'm leading two vassals. I've got some royal marriages, alliances, stuff like that. So you don't want to have too many vassals, because that actually stops you from having more alliances and stuff like that. Makes a lot of sense if you think about it. Okay, the boats are almost ready. Lithuania no longer considers Austria a rival, nor does Venice. Okay, I mean that's probably good. Maybe they'll be buddies at some point. Right, so it looks like he took this from... Was it Saxony that owned this? Oh, it was Venice. Right, okay. Well, those are gone now. Yes, let's get a royal marriage, because why not? Let's do it. And then, you know, they're gonna like me a little bit more, which is sweet. So, let's see. Okay, we need to wait, I guess, until we... Well, actually, we don't really need to wait. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna stop relation improvement there. I'm gonna offer them the alliance. Because they're actually pretty, you know, they're pretty tough. They got a lot of vassals and, like, territory and stuff. So having France as an ally is very valuable. Or Spain, I mean. And there we go. Now we have one too many diplomatic relations, which means that, okay, royal marriage, sure. Which means that we're going to lose one of the diplomatic points every month, but soon enough we're going to annex Frisia anyway. And then we don't have that relation anymore, so we're going to be good. No problem. I'm just a little bit worried that when I annex them, I'm going to have too many troops, because their troops are going to belong to me as soon as I annex them, so that could be bad. Alright, here we go. So we got ourselves a tiny fleet of heavy ships. Let's get two more. I can afford it, and I feel like that would be very beneficial at wartime. Because I'm going to be losing naval battles to a lot of people, I think. I have a pretty small fleet, which is mostly focusing on, you know, protecting my trade interests. Alright. There are claims that local fishermen have improved ship design. If we do a careful study of their ships and try building a copy, our best admirals believe that our naval technology will benefit a lot for the future. So we could gain a little bit of inflation and gain 50 diplomatic power. Or we could say we could just get 10. I don't really care about the inflation. I'll deal with it. For sure. Because I could just spend some administrative power later, or it's just going to go down by itself right now anyway. Because of my sweet advisor guy, so we're good. Yeah, I'll take it. Yeah, annexing is a pretty slow business. It'll take almost 2 more years. Pretty long time. Oh, we're making a lot of money here now. Oh, right, Bremen is transferring their stuff to me. Okay, we can declare war on East Frisia, but obviously I don't want to. And now we gotta wait until we can annex these guys as well, which will take another, like, 6 years. At the end of the Castilian Civil War, they're now closer to Portugal. I guess that's good. I hope they go after Granada, though. Like, they gotta start doing some stuff here. Portugal has a massive army, by the way. How do they have that large of an army? That doesn't seem... Okay. That's a bit strange, but sure. Alright, we can have one more troop. That just basically means... Oh, boy. Nation of France, your faithful allies, requesting that you come to their aid in the excommunication war against Provence. War they have started. Their ally with Siena, Provence is guaranteed by Savoy. Alright, so they only have... Okay, they're pretty small. Yeah. I'll help you out. Let's see if we can maybe get like a part of Provence for ourselves. Can I walk over there? Nope. Yeah, Burgundy's not going to give me military access, I'm guessing. Yep, they're not into that idea at all. Alright, so... I guess I'll just stay here. Why would I even, like, try to do anything? I'm good. Since Simon Heineken started providing advice for the trade developments in Holland, internal trade has been strengthened at the cost of curtailed imports and increased state regulation. While their decisions to improve infrastructure have been appreciated, recent suggestions have caused many influential people to question their philosophy. They argue that the Prince-Elector is taking Simon Heineken's advice too readily, and that we should look for mutually beneficial deals with other nations rather than seeking to dominate every area of trade. So we could just accept it and gain even more mercantilism. I'm honestly fine with that, I think. It's not necessarily a bad thing, is it? Screw it, I'll take it. I'll lose a bit of legitimacy. Because we got a lot of royal marriages, so it'll, you know, go up. Also because of prestige. We're looking pretty good. Alright, so as soon as these guys are integrated, I'm going to see if I can maybe walk over to Provence. These guys apparently can. Why? Why not me, man? What did I ever do? Oh, now I can. Okay. I don't understand military X's, really. Oh, because I've given it to my enemy. Alright, makes sense. Because of that, we're dealing with a little bit of unrest because I moved my troops away, but we'll be fine. Man, look at these troops running around. We got Hungary on our side. If I could just, like, take one of their provinces for myself, that would be amazing. Because that would give me some land in, like, down here. You know, that would be pretty sweet. Okay, the attacker is... Oh, it's actually... Yeah, it's me. Alright. Okay, we got a new emperor. Let's do it. Alright, so I have not occupied this. Let's go after this as well. If we can take more provinces, that would be really sweet. I got some armies over there. But those are going to be crushed by either the French or the Hungarians. We'll be alright. All I really have to do is just focus on taking out their main... we're also at Savoy. I didn't even realize that. That's why they're running around in all that pink territory. I didn't even realize. Okay, so that's bad. I forgot Nice. Okay, here we go. When a smaller country gives up its independence to join a greater realm, there is a lot of adapting, and while some parts are easy, the administration of the realm will still need to expand to accommodate all possibilities. So we lose some diplomatic reputation for 10 years, which is a bummer. But we have annexed our, here we go. Did we eclipse Burgundy? No, we didn't. Okay, well, for some reason, they're no longer, like, a good rival for me. So we can actually get rid of these troops. Like, there's too many. We can only have 12, so we can get rid of these 3. Sorry, guys. You're hereby disbanded. Farewell. Alright, so we got that now. Looking good. We only have 1 vassal, so he should be less inclined to leave me. Alright, come on. Take Provence, please. Just do it. I want this territory. If we could just get that, that would be really, really nice. See, he's building up a bit of an army there. Or he's trying at least. It's gonna be a fruitless effort because he's got... Look at the troops running around. Okay, we win. Listen, I'm gonna peace out, but I am gonna have to take... Okay, I can't take that? Right, because we cannot make it a core. We cannot make them our vassal either. Yeah, I guess there's not much I can really do, huh? Okay, so apparently Savoy made peace, yep. Giving a bunch of money to France, that's cool. So that means this war is pretty much over as soon as we get to Siena. Let's march these boys back home. They fought well. I think they've earned it to just, you know, go back home now. Alright, let's get our big ships out there. So we now have a fleet of 4 heavy ships. If we are inclined to do so, we can actually get an admiral as well, making them a little bit more effective. But for now, I don't think that's necessary. But still, that's pretty cool. Alright, so let's improve relations here. Make sure they like me. So yeah, my diplomatic reputation's a bit low because of that whole annexing thing. But it's a little bit higher because of foreign contacts and because we're a member of the Holy Roman Empire. Okay, I don't remember what foreign oh right, that was a mission actually. Alright, well that's helpful. Military divided. Opposing factions in the military are advocating different tactics. We need to back one of them to end the bickering. Either extra fort defense or extra siege ability. We only have 1 fort. And it's only for 10 years. I'm gonna go with siege ability. Absolutely. Seems like a much better deal to me. Alright, go over there. Make sure the separatists stay quiet. Look, I really don't want to read all this. It's too much. Stamped out corruption. Alright, so they're talking about how we don't have a lot of corruption. General belief in the honesty of others is the very threat from which the fabric of society is woven, and our country is a shining example of it. We get 50 administrative power. Just because we have no corruption whatsoever. So that's nice. You know, there's like nice little bonuses, but I'm probably not going to read all of this all the time. It's a bit much. We could get a little bit of extra legitimacy, but I don't think it's really necessary. Why are you still under Burgundy? When are you going to be free? Also, I have no possible rivals whatsoever. How is that even a thing? That just seems massively unfair. Alright, so the war's over. I get nothing. Screw you, France. I was hoping for at least something, like a bit of cash maybe, or like maybe a province or two, but nope. Okay, Venice is now rival to Austria. Interesting. Well, I'm gonna just stay out of all of this. We have to wait for at least like... Oh, yes, we have a cardinal now. Zeeland is now the seat of a new cardinal. He's loyal to Holland. They have one active cardinal. What that means is that we've got extra papal influence because we have a cardinal. And we can actually try to become the controller of the Curia ourselves, meaning that the Pope is going to be Dutch. I believe that's what it means. And you can invest your influence to do that. And then, you know, if you are the controller of the Curia, you get a bunch of extra bonuses. Like you get extra diplomats, you get more prestige, your advisors are cheaper, technology is cheaper, extra aggressive expansion is going to be less of an issue, stuff like that. So it's pretty nice, but it is going to cost you a lot of influence. I'm going to invest a little bit. Because let's just see if we can do it, maybe. It's a lot of luck. Because there's like, you know, like 6% chance that we make it. I think it's just like selected it randomly. But the more you invest, the higher the chances that you'll make it. Okay, let's hunt some pirates in the English Channel. I do not want them pirating in my land. Alright, so this is the only mission available, is to become the Papal Controller. Wait, where is the current Pope from? Holland gets successful Curia politics until the death of Koli Tengela. Who is that? Who is that person that they're talking about? It's not the Pope, and it's not me. So who are we talking about here? Who's Koli Tengela Denianke? I don't know who that is. But cool, man. Sounds sweet. Oh, actually. Is it the leader of the Ottomans? It shouldn't be. It doesn't sound very Ottoman-y at all. Nope, it's not him. Okay, but apparently there's a crusade going on against the Ottomans, which I guess nobody is really taking part in. Because everybody's scared of the Ottomans, so why would we? Look at those guys, they're huge. Yeah, I'm staying out of that. For sure, okay. Are they fighting? Oh, they're fighting privateers, that's what it means. Okay, look at that. England's going after the rest of Ireland now. Our heir's now careful, so aggressive expansion is going to be less of an issue. That's good. That one's actually useful, although the loss of taxes that he's giving us is kind of sucky. He's greedy. Oh, actually, no, this is our heir. Oh, so far our heir is actually really good. Can we abdicate? He must be 60 years old. All right. Because I honestly wouldn't mind this guy stepping down. He's kind of a jerk. But it's all right. It has become clear to us that Electra's Anne is a woman with a... Okay, that's her, like, wife, I guess, if we're like the ruler. A woman with a heart of gold. She always does her best to please her husband and treats her friends with an unparalleled kindness. During a recent trip, she saw the suffering of its poorest peasants with her own eyes. She has been drafting a plan to help her most destitute subjects. She needs some funds from the nation's treasury. If we do that, we do get less unrest, but she gets consort of the people until the death of our ruler. But it would cost me a lot of ducats and administrative power. You know what? I don't care about that little bit of unrest. I'm good. I'm good. That doesn't seem worth it at all right now. Oh, this is where you get music. It's not working, is it? Oh, it is. Look at that. I didn't even realize that you can control the music. Okay. Hey, that's actually really nice. Alright, it's not relevant to like this series or anything, but that's cool. That's cool. Because I do have some like extra music that I never got to hear, and now I know why. It's because I didn't know there was a music player in this game. Cool. Alright, fair enough. Still only 12,000 soldiers. I wish I could get a few more. But apparently, nope. It's a nope. Okay. Burgundy is a great power again. Then why am I not allowed to rival them? We're gonna have to fight them soon enough anyway, because we need to take this province to form the Netherlands soon. And honestly, I want to take this too. I just want to have Antwerp, because that's, you know, like that's a good source of cash. We could use some cash for sure. Okay, you know what? Recall for now. We just have to wait until we can annex them anyway. It's like another 2 years at least. So we'll get there soon enough. Did you win, Sweden? Did you do it? Nope. Looks like Denmark actually took some of their provinces away. Oh boy. Muscovy is very, very large. Okay. Let's maybe see if we can get like Denmark as a buddy. I'd be into that. They're obviously really tough, like they got themselves. And they're also, they got a personal union with Sweden and Norway, just all of that. And then also they're allied to the Teutonic Order, so... yeah, having them as an ally would be pretty good. Although we would have 3 very large players as allies. And Saxony, who's, you know, not that big, but still. Do we have a royal marriage? Right, they're not very happy that I annexed a member of the Holy Roman Empire. That's fair enough. That makes sense. The aggressive expansion is going to be gone soon. I think we should probably just integrate or annex these guys as well. Oh, we could actually get this which is way ahead of time. Thing is, I don't think it's worth it to do that because you get no bonuses from it. So we're going to have to find a way to spend our military points somehow. Yep, we can get it now. But normally the cost would be 600. If we do it now, we're just like way ahead of time. Which, like I said, doesn't really get us anything. We could raise our manpower. Sure, let's just raise our manpower, like, in 2 provinces, and let's, like, spend points that way a little bit. And then get, the first exploration idea soon. Excited about that one. Oh, we're actually earning points now. Because of our diplomatic rank. I don't know why, but that's good. Finally, we're earning points. Okay, military alliance with Austria. Okay. Let's get ourselves a colonist, which we cannot use anyway. Here we go. So we actually have a colonist now that we can send out if we have uncharted land. Like the closest thing might be like down here, but we can't see it right now. Maybe our maybe these ships can reach it. Let's give it a go. There's like a bit of land down here. No, I don't think we're gonna be able to see it. Nah. They're not going to be able to reach it. Alright, you know what? They can go back. Okay, Portugal is now the Papal controller. Let's just send this guy back. We need an explorer to find uncharted land so we can colonize him. So that'll take a little bit longer because we need that second idea. And then we need to get an explorer and send him across the ocean to actually find stuff. Look at England. They're actually taking Ireland now. They got no hope of forming Ireland anymore. Guessing they're gonna go after Scotland afterwards. Are you enemies with England? No? Okay, apparently they're not like enemies, but they also like don't really care about each other that much. Like, I'm kind of curious to see. Oh, no, they do dislike each other a lot. Quite a lot. Okay, so they'll probably fight at some point. I think that's safe to say. Burgundy annexed Nevers. Oh boy. They used to be down there. Well, they're gone now. Look at Burgundy, they're like eating parts of France a little bit. I'm guessing France will probably try to like take them out. Yep. Yeah, they're going to. Our advisor has died, our army guy. Actually, that's alright because we didn't really need our army morale to be higher. I don't really need military points right now anyway. So I'm just gonna like keep at it with what I have. Right, so we can get this technology now. We're only 3 years ahead right now. All right, let's increase our base manpower one more time. There we go. And then as soon as it's actually ready to go again, then we'll spend that power. All right, actually, guys, I'm going to leave it here for now. In the next part, we're going to probably try and annex Gelre so that we have most of the Netherlands already formed, and we only really have to go after Brabant. And if we get to take them, you know, Breda, maybe Antwerp, with the help of possibly at least France and possibly Spain as well, we should be able to have all the provinces that we need to form the Netherlands. So I'm excited about that. But we're going to see that in the next part. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.